What's up, horror fans? It's Danny from The Last Cast here with...
Charlotte!
Sorry
about that.
I thought death was after me.
Yeah.
We just got home from seeing...
Final Destination, Bloodlines.
Yes, and we are going to talk about it. We're going to try to be as spoiler-free as possible. If we are going to say anything spoiler-ish, we will try to say, like, spoiler warning. Right off the bat, I think we should just talk about our instant reaction to the movie, which was, for you...
I was scared. It wasn't, smile too scared. It was more...
tension.
Yeah, tension scared. Oh my god, this is gonna be some crazy death, and I'm gonna scream when I see it. And
so,
I did.
Yeah, so I think, to Charlotte's point, I think that what this Final Destination movie does better than almost any in the franchise is that it genuinely makes you like the characters to a point that you don't want to see the elaborate...
Don't get too attached to the characters. Don't.
Okay, I thought you were going to name names.
No.
But you go to these movies, once you've seen the first movie and you understand what these movies are about, you go to see them for the Rube Goldbergian elaborate death scenes. Rube Goldberg is like, this knocks into that, which knocks into this, which causes something to shoot at your head and kill you. And I'll show you some YouTube videos with Rube Goldberg traps. It's great. But you go for these elaborate death scenes.
Yes.
And you don't care about the characters. You're just there for the death scenes. And it's not a scare as much as it's like a shocking, moment. This movie has those, but they come in service of characters that the movie does a really good job. It was written by Guy Busick, who has written Scream 5, Abigail, and Ready or Not. 3 movies that you've seen.
3 movies I really like.
So, this is a guy who knows what he's doing. It was also written by Laurie Evans Taylor with a story from John Watts, directed by Zach Lipovsky and Adam B. Stein. And, yeah, these characters are really good in this movie. And so... I think, to your point, it's the tension of, oh God, they're probably going to die, and they're probably going to die in spectacular ways, but I don't really want to. Oh God, is this the moment?
It's happening to me, but I'm just scared. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we both genuinely love this movie. We walked out of it very happy.
Yes, very happy.
So I think the first thing we should do right off the bat is to give our rankings for this franchise. Because you and I did a video not too long ago where we did our rankings. So, do you want to go just very quickly?
Yes.
What was your ranking before Bloodlines?
Before Bloodlines, 2, 1, 5, 3, 4.
The Final Destination movies are weird. They're one of the only horror franchises that don't have, with the exception of Bloodlines, don't have... the first 5 movies are
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, actually,
one's...
it was the Final Destination.
Oh, yeah.
All
right, stop talking.
Yeah, I don't know. But
yeah.
Yeah. So yours was 2, 1, 5, 3, 4, and mine was very similar. Mine was 2, 5, 1, 3, 4. And so, where do you slot part 6?
6, 2, 1, 5, 3, 4.
Yeah. So, long story short, we
really like this movie.
We both put Bloodlines on the top of our franchise ranking. It is
Number
the
1.
It is the rare part 6 or higher that is great. Obviously Friday the 13th part 6,
his favorite.
and Saw 6.
Oh yeah, I love Saw 6.
But aside from those two, I
don't really... the Freddy 6 was not good.
Yeah.
Halloween 6, I've never seen.
Curse of Michael Myers is... I like it much more than others, but most people hate it. Freddy's Dead, most people don't like. Once you get up into the past parts 3 and 4, franchises don't usually get better.
No.
And this one genuinely did. The deaths are great. We said the characters are great. I think we should talk about the opening scene, because that's what these movies are known for. They're known for their opening premonition scenes. So you want to tell them what happened?
Is this going to include spoilers?
Well, I mean, almost the entire in the marketing of this movie, they have shown a large part of this opening scene. So I don't think it's a spoiler to tell at least like the scenario of what happens.
So just in case, spoiler warning, but like this girl and this guy are going on a date at this tall, really, really tall building restaurant named the Skyview. And long story short, the whole thing just falls just falls down. You can see it in the trailer.
Hands.
Yes.
It just has jazz.
You can see it in the trailer though. Like the whole thing comes down, it's on fire, and we kind of know what happens. And you even see in the trailer, it's a what's it called? A premonition?
Premonition? Yes.
A premonition.
It's a premonition. The woman, Breck Basinger, no relation apparently to Kim Basinger. Breck Basinger plays Iris, who is the lead of this opening scene. This Skyview Tower is this amazing set piece. Imagine like the Space Needle in Seattle, but with a restaurant on the top and this like crazy long elevator ride.
It low-key kind of reminded me of the movie where the girls are stuck on top of the thing, The Fall. Like,
Fall.
Fall.
Yeah.
That, like, I don't know why, but it kind of reminded me of that.
I mean, just like being really high up and people falling to their deaths.
Yeah.
Tremendous opening scene, right up there with, I would say, I honestly don't think anything could ever top for me the highway log truck scene in part 2. But this is right up there with the bridge scene from part 5 for me, in terms of opening scenes.
I mean, I think it's better, but...
Okay, I mean, that's totally valid.
It's just, it doesn't stop. Like, it goes on for like 15 minutes.
And it does have a really cool twist to the premonition reveal.
Yes.
So there's a lot of things in this movie that separate it from the other 5 in the franchise. Mm-hmm. There's obviously Bloodlines, so there's this like generational aspect to the script and to the characters. There's a family element that really hasn't been there. Usually it's like a group of friends or a group of students who survive.
Enemies.
Yeah. This is a family story, so there's that element to it, which I think they do a great job. Katie Santa Juana, who plays Stephanie, the lead, is tremendous. You want to talk about her brother?
Her brother is... What's his name?
The actor?
Yes.
Tio Briones?
Tio Briones. He is from Chucky, season 1. I was so happy. Junior, I was so happy. I was like, wow, that kid kind of looks really familiar. Dad, is that the guy from Chucky?
I got really confused because I'm in the movie theater and I'm watching Final Destination, and she like leans in with this big smile on her face, and she's like, Chucky, and I'm like, no, Final Destination. And then it took me a minute to realize that she was saying that's the kid from Chucky.
You really did hear a single word other than Chucky?
That's literally the only word I heard.
Chucky. Everything go back to Chucky.
Richard Harmon and Owen Patrick Joyner play brothers Eric and Bobby. And they are the stars of this movie. I genuinely love them. We both
love Eric.
Love them. And the thing with, the Final Destination movies is you're always in a position where you are rooting for the characters to somehow make it out.
Oh, dang it.
We're not going to spoil who lives, who dies, but everyone in the cast is good.
Yes.
And that brings me to the last point that I wanted to bring up, which is Tony Todd. Tony Todd elevated the original movie so much in his one scene as William Bloodworth, and then he comes back in part 2, and then he kind of isn't in part 3. He's not. He has like a voiceover in part 3. He's not in part 4. They brought him back for this movie. It was very obvious looking at him that he was not in very good shape. But once he opens his mouth and once he started to act, it was Tony fucking Todd. And he was great one last time as William Bloodworth in this movie. And if this is the movie that he, his career goes out on, when you see the movie, you'll understand there's a very emotional piece to his role in this movie. It's not the William Bloodworth, I'll see you soon, death is coming for you, that he's done in the previous movies. This is a very different part for him in this movie, and I was so glad he got to do that. And it's so tragic that he's gone because he was so great as an actor overall, but to the horror community. And I did stay through the credits just to make sure, and they do. So credit to them for putting in memory of Tony Todd in the credits. So rest in peace, Tony Todd. He was so good in this in his limited time in the movie. And guys, Final Destination Bloodlines kicks fucking ass. This is it's May 16th as we're recording, and this is I'm gonna make a weird comparison, but this is like the Saw 10 of 2025.
Yeah.
In that it's a franchise that most people will probably go, another one? It's a franchise that has been going on for decades. In Final Destination's case, it is celebrating its 25th year.
Wait, I'm more than a decade old?
Yeah, it's 10 years older than you. The Final Destination, the original movie, came out in 2000. So for 25 years and a sixth movie, just like Saw 10, which came out last year and was so much better than it had any right to be, and made a lot of people's top 10 list at the end of the year. This is right up there near the top of my list.
It's better than some of the other sequels. Like, Saw 10 is way better than Jigsaw or Spiral. And Final Destination 6 is way better, or Bloodlines is way better than parts like 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I genuinely, I was blown away. I knew going in that the advanced words from a lot of the critics were positive, but I just wasn't expecting it to be this freaking good. And for me to enjoy it as much as I did. The kills, as I said, the kills are great. There is one kill in particular at the very beginning of the movie that I audibly screamed like, oh yeah! So yeah, I have no problems with this movie. Outside of Sinners, this is probably my favorite horror movie of the year so far.
I have one problem. There was no Devon Sawa.
There was no Devon Sawa in the movie. I wish he was in this. I wish
he had like a minor role.
I wish
like,
they
like
never
Tony
killed him
Todd
off screen with a brick.
Oh yeah, well, like what the heck was that?
But yeah, Final Destination Bloodlines.
Very good.
Awesome. Go see it in theaters and tell us what you think. Yes. And this has been Danny
and Charlotte.
And with the Alaska Cast. We'll see you later.
Bye.